Hello. How are you
Hello.
today?
I'm good.
And
I'm
you're
good.
Sarah?
I'm Sarah.
I'm Toinette Lanier. How are you?
Good.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
I understand you're here today because you more or less started a new life. You've got kids, you've got horses, you're starting back to school, you're working. You got a lot going on, don't you?
I do. I have a full plate. That's for sure. Sometimes I feel like it's maybe a little running over the sides.
Well, I'm going to try to help you best I can. Anything you say here is between me and you. It's confidential. Nobody out there is going to know. I may have some paperwork in your file that has the information in it, just in case we want to refer back to it or something, to back check on something we've talked about
Right.
before. I'm pretty much easygoing, so anything you want to say, I can handle it. So just feel free to say whatever you need to say, and I don't know if you want to start with your stress level. Are you pretty stressed out, or?
Well, some days I'm very stressed out. I have a lot. You've already said I have. I'm a single parent with 3 children. They are grown children. I have a granddaughter, but I'm still very active in their lives. And so if they need anything, it's always my number they call.
Mama.
Yes. From anything and everything. And I work a full-time job. And
What type of work do you do?
I do specimen processing for a drug company.
Oh.
The company's actually out of Pennsylvania, but I work in a doctor's office here locally. Thank
So you
goodness.
deal with confidentiality
I
also.
do. I sure do. I do that full-time, like I said, and I love the job. It's a wonderful job. It actually helps me because I do have a lot of downtime at work. I say my job is probably my saving grace in a lot of ways. Because I have some downtime, so I work on my schoolwork on my school. My boss is very lenient, and the people I work great, so I'm very blessed there.
What are you taking in school? Does it correlate with your job? Or?
Well, in some ways it does, because I work with people directly in a very personal, confidential way, So, and what we work with is pain management for pain patients and their pain medications to help them control that, and also with addiction. So it's confidential, and sometimes they're a little stressed when they come to me and that kind of thing. But I have not had very, very few problems with the job. It's really, like I said, saving grace. When I clock out, that's when it really starts. I have school. I come to school. Some classes I have on campus, and it's kind of like rush back and forth, And then sometimes it's like hard to just keep everything from getting jumbled up in your head. Like I got this class at this time, and then keep this and that. Organization is not my strong point. So
you don't keep a calendar or anything really. You just kind of go on what's happening that day. You get to go, what do I got to do today?
I try to keep a calendar. But it seems like I get started on the calendar and then something else comes up or something changes. My calendar is constantly changing, and that's because of the 3 children mainly. That part of my life's constantly changing.
So what do you have? 2 girls, a boy, 2 boys, a girl, 3 boys?
I have 3 girls and a boy and a granddaughter. It's 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
You do have your hands full.
Yeah, it seems like each semester they decide to hit me with another big whammy. I thought, well, this is going to be my last big semester. My son had a lot of issues last semester. He was really struggling, so that was very difficult to deal with. And go to school and work. Got him straightened out. He's doing great. And no, this is good news, But for Christmas, my daughter gets a diamond, so now we're planning a wedding on top of the other thing.
Oh,
so that's a little stressful, And she's my baby girl. So I'm a little concerned about, I think he seems to be a very nice young man. He's military. But, you always wonder, you never know.
That's true. That's true.
And I'm one to be skeptical and look sometimes, but maybe sometimes it's best to leave things alone. But with my past history of my multiple marriages, I've learned to ask a lot of questions.
That's
and
understandable.
Don't assume things.
Exactly.
So.
Well, you're smart to do that. I know that adds a little stress to it, but you are smart to question things because this day and time, we've seen and heard it all, so you just never know. And I know that part is stressful because you never know. You want your children to be treated right.
Yes.
So you're always skeptical of who they're pairing off with or who they're going to be,
Uh-huh.
quote, spending the rest of their life with.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. And that, and of course, there's the finances that go with the planning of the wedding, which we're keeping it small. But still, even a small wedding is going to cost some amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
So they're doing the most of it, but I just will be able to breathe a
You
little
weren't prepared
easier.
for that.
No,
in other
not on
words.
top of another semester with another, you know.
Well, do you feel like you're kind of taking it in stride now that she's got the diamond, you've met him, was it a short engagement, long engagement?
It's going to be a short engagement. She got the diamond at Christmas and they're getting married in August.
Wow.
And they met about 5 months ago. But it's not our first long-term relationship. And she's a very smart, very level-headed girl.
Well,
Of my 3 children, I would trust her judgment the most.
well, that's good.
Yeah, that's comforting.
Yeah.
Very much so. But still, it's just a lot on my plate.
At one time, right.
You know what I mean? So I worry that I'm
Yes.
going to miss things, like miss getting the assignments turned in on time, those kinds of things. Because a lot of my classes this semester are alike in a lot of ways. You know, so I worry that I'm going to get one confused with the other. So,
Well, what do you do for stress relief? Do you have anything specific you do? Like, my thing is music. I get in the car, drive, crank the music up, and I'm good. But everybody does something different. Some people go hit a tennis ball, some people hit a baseball. It's just, what do you do for stress? Or do you have anything you do?
well, I do a few things. I actually like to meditate. When I get time, quiet time, I have a huge old claw tub, and I fill that thing up with all kinds of essential oils and bubble bath, and try to get in there for 20 minutes and just shut the world out, not
Well,
think of anything, try to just breathe and practice a little bit of yoga, breathing, that type of thing. It's just like there are not enough hours
In the day.
I mean, for instance, yesterday, went to school, went to work, and before I could get home, I had something in between that I had to do, but I don't remember exactly what it was now. It wasn't much. Laundry. I had to try to get some laundry done. Then I had to go with my friend, my boyfriend, we had to take his truck, go down to Fort Bragg to the
Wow.
base, pick up, hit the boy, my daughter's fiance's Jeep because it was broke down, bring it back and feed the kids. And I think I got home around 9:30 last night before I finally stopped. So again, I thank God for my job because I'm able to get up the next day, go into work, thank the Lord, put my computer on my desk, get in between clients, work on my homework and schoolwork. So it's just kind of like rolling right now, but hopefully it'll slow down.
Yeah. Well, that's good. It sounds like you need to take more of those baths that you like.
Yes.
But it's hard to fit all that in, I'm sure. But maybe you need to schedule that on the calendar that you're going to start keeping.
Yeah,
Maybe you need to schedule that bath like every other day. You're going to have one of those, and just tell them, okay, between so-and-so time and so-and-so time, Mama's not going to be available. You can leave a message and I'll get back with you. But between this 20 minutes or this 30 minutes, Mama's not going to be available.
Yeah.
Mama to nobody.
I have to, that is exactly what I need to do. I've got to get some time where I just don't answer the phone, don't answer texts. The majority of the time I don't get texts. I have a phone call, I usually get texts. And of course my parents are elderly and I live next door to them, so my mother sometimes makes phone calls at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Then vinegar or something crazy like that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so lately she's laid off. Thank God she's not been pounding me so much. But
Well, it's hard to be a single parent. It really is. And, you do have a tremendous amount on your plate because you're going to school, working, and a single mother, and kind of watching over your parents.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one thing that would help you is, like I said, is to mark it on that calendar, and
I need to get organized.
that would help.
I need to get organized one more.
But take the calendar you say you have and actually write on it. It would probably help you a lot.
And sometimes
I'm glad you can laugh about it. That's always a good sign too.
Yeah, I'm laughing. Sometimes I cry too, but today we're gonna laugh.
Okay. Well, next week we may cry. I hope you're going to schedule again and we can get together.
Yes, I would love to
I've
come back.
enjoyed talking with you. I know today we really didn't hit rock bottom on a lot of things, which I'm sure we will as we go along, but I just felt like we kind of needed to get to know each other, and you kind of voice what you're here for and what you need. Or maybe I'm just going to be that person that's not involved in your life that you can come and just spill on.
My sounding board.
Right,
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help you with some
It
stress.
does help. It does help just to talk about it, It really does. It's helped a lot today already.
Well,
I feel like
good.
somebody knows.
You're not alone in this. I'm here.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you taking time to talk with me.
Well, I
Really
hope when you leave, you'll schedule another appointment out front with Lydia, and
Okay.
I'll be seeing you again in a week or so. Whenever you can fit me in, how's
Okay,
that?
I
And we
would
can get
love that.
together and talk a little bit more. And if you want to cry, then you can cry then. 'Cause
Okay.
we've enjoyed each other's company today, and hopefully that helped a little bit to where
You did.
you weren't involved with somebody. You were just kind of like
Yeah.
spilling. So
Yeah.
I hope that helped you out a little bit today.
Yeah, I felt very comfortable discussing everything with you, and I appreciate it.
Great, good.
Thank
It was
you.
nice to meet you, Sarah.
Nice to meet
And
you
I'll
too.
see you in a week or so.
right,
I'll check
thank
my
you.
schedule.
Okay, great.
You have a good day.
You too.